Hey guys, what's up? I wanted to make a video on the Chris Reeve Sebenza pouch and tell you the benefits and the drawbacks on using one. As you can see, it's a very nice color. It's calfskin and very soft. If you're going to put the small or the large, depending on which pouch you get, it's going to be a very nice snug fit, and that's going to help protect the knife. The other thing you want to notice on these little pouches is the construction on the seams. It seems like it's using pretty thick thread. And from videos I've seen, guys have been carrying these for years without any tears or unraveling. The inside, it's kind of the unfinished suede to protect the titanium. And the outside is this nice, sleek looking calfskin in a dark brown color. I like the way it has a logo on the back. Think twice, cut once. And on the reverse side, you have the Chris Reeve knives logo and trademark CR. Let me start off by saying that no matter where you purchase these pouches, you're going to pay about $25. I looked at a lot of websites, and when I was considering buying my Chris Reeve small Sebenza with micarta inlays, the first thing I purchased was the pouch. This knife doesn't come with the pouch. It's one of the few with inlays that doesn't. I guess they assume that because you're going to get the micarta, you're going to use it for work. You're actually going to be using it for hard labor or hard cutting tasks. Unlike the wood inlays, which are a little more delicate and they do need protection, and henceforth the leather pouch. So this one didn't come with the leather pouch, so I knew I had to purchase it. And even before I got this knife, I had already ordered the pouch. I looked at a few websites to try to get a good deal on it, but pretty much no matter where you went, you were going to pay $25. Now, you can get them cheaper used on eBay, but be real careful with eBay. You never know what you're going to buy. They're cloning knives. I assume they're going to be cloning these pouches also. The Chinese overseas manufacturers do make the pouches for their clones, so I can only imagine that these are already on the market. And they pretty much look identical. Now, if you don't mind paying $25 for a clone when you can get $25 for a real one, then be my guest. But I assume the quality is not going to be good. And that's the reason we buy US made products, right guys? Because of the quality, because of the attention that goes into the detail. It's nice to save a buck once in a while, but really on this, I don't know. I can really never justify buying one of those $100 knives, Hinderers or Sebenzas that you can buy on those Chinese websites. It's hard to justify that, guys. But anyway, this is a look at the pouch. As you can see, it's already kind of pre-formed because I was keeping this in it. Now, I wasn't carrying this a whole lot. I was pretty much using this for Sundays, going to church, so this will go in my pocket. Now, a couple of the drawbacks of this pouch are that it is going to sit deep in your pocket. Right now, I'm carrying my in single, the small in single. I did purchase this used, so it did have a couple of little smudges or marks on the clip, but I knew I did want to protect my investment on this knife, so I decided to start using the pouch on this knife. Now, like I said, a drawback is that it's going to sit deep in your pocket, so it is going to collect everything on the bottom of the pocket. And depending on which side you carry your knife, right now I'm carrying it with the pivot down, so it's not getting a whole lot of lint in this area, but you are going to get lint on this area because it's the part that's exposed. The other thing is that when you want to deploy the knife, you're going to have to be digging in your pocket. Once you take the knife out of your pocket, you're going to have to pretty much either pinch it, since I don't have a lanyard on it, or you're going to have to shake it and have the knife come out. Now you're going to have to figure out what to do with the pouch. Is it going to go back in your pocket, or are you going to hold it while you accomplish your cutting task? So that's one of the drawbacks, I feel, the time that it takes to deploy the knife. Otherwise, the knife would sit on your pocket, in the pocket clip, and you'd pull it out. The disadvantage to that is that it's going to be bumping into everybody, and we all know how this Chris Reeve titanium holds up to scratches and bumps and especially dropping. Another thing that I won't be testing, but I'm sure it's beneficial when having the pouch, is if you ever were to drop this on the concrete. Now, these seams are pretty thick, so I'm sure it's going to protect the titanium. On top of that, if it falls directly on the titanium, it's never going to touch, the asphalt's never going to touch because of the leather. Anyway, I was even considering getting one for my Sebenza 25. I really haven't been carrying the 25 too much lately, only because I do have other knives, including the Southern, that, by the way, I seem to be reaching for on my days off more and more. I'm really very partial to the Southern, and even though these knives are excellent, sometimes I just want the fun with the flipper, to be honest. There's a couple of scratches from carrying this for maybe 2.5 weeks, and I don't regret carrying it because this knife should be carried. I really don't have the luxury of having a safe point where I can just leave it in the safe. The one that comes the closest is going to be this one because I only use it for special occasions. And the reason I did put the lanyard on this one with the bead was because I intended to carry it in the pouch, and it would make it a lot easier to deploy by having the pouch. As you can see, there's no need to shake the knife when pulling it out. You just grab it by the lanyard and you can pull it out real easy. Well, the reason I don't want the lanyard for this one is because this one's going to be my EDC. I was going to carry it every day no matter what I was wearing. Believe me, from the videos I've seen, at least a couple of YouTubers have lost the small Sebenzas because they are so light, and I didn't want that to happen to me. So anyway, for now, I'll be carrying the pouch. I will show you an update on the pouch maybe a few months from now to show you how it's worn. I've seen some really old pouches and there's no perforations on it. There's no wear marks on here where the clip has worn its way out. So I'm hoping that's going to be the case. So anyway, guys, when I was looking to buy this pouch, I looked on internet. I couldn't find anything really on it. A couple of videos that showed it as a side note. So I thought I'd show it for you guys that are thinking about considering buying one. You know, give you my thoughts on it, and definitely you can feel the quality, definitely you can see the quality, and it is kind of impressive when you put this out of your pocket and bring out the knife. It makes people kind of take notice of what you're doing. Now, I'm still being called Grandpa at the range because they say only grandpas carry these knives in pouches, and I'm using the Spyderco Lockback, which they're saying was only used by old timers. So anyway, guys, on that note, have a good day.